My name is Brad Bjorkgren, and I'm a stroke survivor. I was a high school basketball coach for 27 years and then had the opportunity to do the same thing in college. 25th of May, I got up and worked out in the morning, had to get down to school. That day, we had a recruit on campus. I was excited about meeting the recruit, as you always are, felt fine. And on May 25th is when I started having some stroke symptoms. I just remember my arm just kind of flopping around. If I wanted to itch my nose with my, with my hand, I might go all the way over here. I didn't have any control over that. I was talking, I was fine, but then it progressed from there.
I was having lunch with a client and got a call saying that my husband was getting into an ambulance and heading down to the hospital. I saw him in a hospital bed in the emergency room with personnel around him. We were having a conversation like normal. The conversation changed, and I could no longer understand what he was saying.
Finally saw her, and at that point then I lost my speech. I could still cuss once in a while, and they said that they were going to have to remove the blood on the brain. Before that, I remember my wife and the hospital chaplain praying over me, knowing that this must be pretty serious.
Your mind goes to every place that it's never been. I was not prepared for what I saw. He was intubated, he was in the ICU, not responsive, not breathing on his own. That's when it hit me like, this is a really big deal. I didn't know if he was gonna be okay. I didn't know if we were gonna be okay. It scared my boys. They've never seen their dad in that situation where he was vulnerable. He's always been my strength. This is where marriage is tested. And you realize, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, sickness and in health, this is where it plays out. And I said, I'm here. And then all of a sudden the surgeon came out and he said things went very, very well. He did say, don't expect too much. He's been through a lot. I knew once Brad got his sense of humor back that we were on the right track.
Sticking with that physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech was very important instead of giving up and kind of fighting through that a little bit. And I was doing it 3 or 4 hours a day in the hospital, and I looked forward to it because it was actually the only thing I had going on.
It was pretty shocking how hard he had to work to do the really simple things. I just wanted him to get better. I knew he had it in him to get back to himself, and I wanted to be alongside him and his partner in doing that.
When we came back home, I remember I would be walking here, maybe up the block and back, to the point 3 months later where I was doing 3-mile walks and felt fine. I've learned that you need to be grateful for all things. I just think it gave me one more chance to be a coach, understanding it's a gift and you only have so much time to impact whoever it might be in coaching or whatever you do. I want to play with my grandchildren. I want to go play golf with my sons. I want to travel with my wife, to do the fun things that we had planned when we were 50 years old and why we worked so hard so that we could get to this point and do other things.
He has been such a strong, powerful person through all this. He's got his moments, but it makes me question my own strength because he has been such a rock. He's back to golfing, which he said he would never do, and I'm so proud of him for that. I'm proud of him just for how he's coped with all of this. I'm not sure I could have done it as well and gracefully as he has done it. If there's one person we can touch, if there's one person we can possibly make more aware, one person, then I think that's brilliant.